Well, hey there, dog lovers. I am still in the UK and I'm hanging out in the garden. As you can see, there's a whole greenhouse behind me, along with a lot of raised beds and things like that. The owner of this dog, on the first day that I arrived, made an entire meal from this garden. And as a city dweller, this is the one thing that I wish I had. We only have community gardens, and I've called a bunch of different ones in Hawaii and all of them were booked. So I'm still on the hunt for a way that I can grow my own food. But I mean, it's absolutely incredible to have home-cooked vegetarian lasagna from this entire garden. Okay, so I think it's time we start walking. We're gonna get out on our walk and get some exercise. And today what we're gonna concentrate on is Argo actually coming back to me simply from the touch cue, from saying touch, rather than just saying his name. Just saying his name was only the first part of the exercise, but now I actually want him to come to me and come to me pretty quickly. Now, as far as I know, Argo does not know this cue. I've never done this with him before. I don't know how he's going to respond to it. That's a part of the training process. The thing that I like about teaching a dog touch is that I feel like they're more likely to come back to the owner if you're saying touch rather than come. In fact, you could teach the dog come all you want to, but I think I would probably just eliminate it because I tend to use touch as a recall more than I use come, without a doubt. Getting quite a bit of wind right here. It's kind of nice. Now, if you've had me as a trainer or you've watched some of my past videos, you know that I break up my walk. So Argo has already done his business. He's done all of the business. So we're good there. We are walking calmly side by side, getting a little bit of exercise. And now we're going to start the actual training process of our walk. Then we're going to switch it back to exercise. And then he's going to have a break to go to the bathroom in between. So let's talk about the cue touch. Let's talk about what it is, what it isn't, and how to do it. The first thing I want to tell you guys is that it looks like nothing, but this is actually a really important cue because it teaches your dog to engage with you using their nose, engaging with humans using their nose. Dogs explore the world through their nose. So it's natural for them to want to explore you by using their nose. The goal of touch is simply just to get your dog to touch their nose to the palm of your hand. So how do you teach your dog touch if your dog has never done touch before? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna rub a treat in the palm of your hand. That way it smells like a treat, but there's no treat there. As soon as they come to investigate your hand and their nose actually touches their nose to your hand, then you can go ahead and give them a treat, but the treat needs to come from the opposing hand, not from the hand that they're investigating. This will keep them from expecting a treat every single time you do a touch. So that way, when you are ready to wean out those treats during your training process, it'll be a little bit easier. Now, once you've practiced your cues a little bit, you could take it back to letting him sniff around and go to the bathroom if he needs to. This is going to help to relax him on your walk so he doesn't get overly stimulated. We are on a pretty nice long walk together right now. Sniffing is actually really comforting to a dog. So it makes sense for them to want to put their nose right up to your hand and give it a good sniff. Now, when I say comforting, I mean that it's a natural self-soothing technique for dogs. So for those of you out there, California, I'm looking at you, that want to put their dog on all these ridiculous CBD oils and things like that, yeah, maybe just try having your dog sniff around on a walk. It might help. When I do an eval on a dog, and I'm looking at their body language, what they are showing me with their body language, how they interact with me, how they interact with their surrounding. The first thing that I look for is the dog sniffing? Is the dog sniffing me? Is the dog sniffing the ground? If I put treats on the ground, do they go sniffing for the treats? And if they don't do that, well then I let the owner know that I'm very, very concerned and that your dog might have some issue with doggy anxiety, which dogs do have forms of mental illness which you should talk to your vet about. And I mean a vet, not your local smoke shop, California. Again, I'm looking at you. Unless, of course, your vet recommends CBD. That's totally possible. So Argo and I have reached the sniff walk portion of our walk where he's done his business, he has trained a little bit, and now he's gonna have a little bit of his time. There's this really nice path that I'm walking right now. He's having pretty much just a blast walking it right now. It's absolutely gorgeous and a very, very peaceful walk. It is a dog's day, y'all. It is a dog's day.